Who's here? Just checking that there isn't anything like dodgy in the background of my picture from what you can see. Now it looks all good. What up, Rage? How you doing? So, I mean, the way that this one's going to work out, as you can see from the title and the description and whatnot, ask me anything you want. If you've got some tracks that you want me to feed back on or anything, yeah, 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 the sweatshirt's jokes. Yeah, if you've got any tracks you want me to feed back on, send them my way and I'll check them out. If they're on SoundCloud, it's better because I'd rather not have to have them sent to me via email or anything. But yeah, whatever goes, people. Hello, Axel Productions. What up? Hey, Lastronica. Mr. Lastronica, something I wasn't able to tell you in the in your comment from the other day is that one day hopefully we will meet and I will divulge more on your comment. Because I know something that a lot of people don't. Hello, everyone. That sheep. Yeah, boy. Where do you live, Lastronica? Yo, what up? Oh gosh, golly. You're from the UK. Shit. Well, I'll see you. I'll see you at then. Are you going to the next event? Like, do you live in London? In terms of my favorite song from Welcome Reality, I would have to go with Scorpions. If you want to know why, then check out my 10 ridiculously epic dubstep introductions video that I did the other day. Yeah, that's some good shit. I am going to Mr. Adam Go. Yeah. I'm going with Jarvis, and I don't know if I'm going with. I don't know if if Harvey's available. But, hello. Favorite song by Pixel Terror. I need to be honest with you, Rage. I don't actually know any of their songs, although I have listened to pretty much all of them over the last couple of years, and I think that's indicative of the fact that I just didn't like them that much, unfortunately. Yeah, like if I did enjoy them, then I would have had them on repeat in my playlist and whatnot. But yeah, I don't actually remember any of their songs, I'm afraid. I can see potential with them, and I can see them getting better, but for the moment, yeah, not the biggest fan. Opinion on Black Label as a whole. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Like, for me, seeing all of the bigger labels kind of go down the more rhythmy route, where I mean, for me personally, a lot of it sounds very similar. And I'm not too much about that, as you may have gathered from my reviews already. But yeah, I like some of the EPs, but as you will have noticed with my like monthly roundups and stuff, I don't really review those ones because I don't actually see that much to them. And that may seem harsh, but I think, you know, when you put that up against what Never Say Die is usually and generally, then for me it just pales in comparison. So whilst I do enjoy it, Black Label, nowhere near as much as normal Never Say Die, I must admit. The Quest, I would have to go with the Artificial Idiocy with Basic. Sardonic Sub, in comparison to his other EPs from this year was not quite not quite as out there and adventurous in my opinion. Absolutely love his sound design though. It's absolutely crazy. Big up Basic, big up Xavier. My favorite non-dubstep song ever. Do you mean ever? Because if it's ever, then I don't know if you guys know anything about pop rock and stuff, but I love Muse, so might be a Muse song, might be an ABBA song. Weirdly enough, I was brought up on ABBA with my mum. Um, my favorite dubstep label, um, probably Never Say Die. I mean, who knows what my top 25 EPs of 2018 video will look like in terms of the order, but there will be a fair amount of Never Say Die in there. I can tell you that much. Romania, I'd love to go to Romania. Romania sounds awesome. I'd love to. Um, Interesting. Romania's an interesting one. Yeah, I haven't been there before, but I'd love to. Black Label is very, very samey. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Warcry. Yeah, yeah, sure. Awesome. So Warcry has sent in a track of his. Warcry, do you mind if I get it up on? Do you mind if I play it to everyone? Oh, actually, I can't open it on here. Warcry, if you could give me the title of it, then I'll just look it up on my phone. Yeah, Volume 6 should be mad. I mean, to be honest, that Uplink audio compilation was pretty decent. And the audio ones are pretty good. If you're looking for a good dubstep compilation, by the way, guys, look at Bass Weight Records. The last one they put out, unbelievable. Hey, Punji boy, naughty, keep it naughty. Okie dokie. Voxel, I will try to review your track. Yeah, do you guys mind if I play these out loud? Topi. What up, live stream fellas? I like that. Waiting for that. Sultan. Yeah, Sultan's a bit of a legend. Jason, what up? Oh, sick. Okay, you remixed Berserk. Awesome. I'm gonna set myself on listening to those remixes tomorrow. Not your one. I'll listen to that now. But I mean, the main ones that they released. I was surprised Katori was on it. Actually, that was pretty cool. I can search tracks on SoundCloud. Yes. By the way, for any of you that were keeping up with my headphone hunting, I settled on the Sony headphones, the MHX 1000 M3, I think it is, and they are. I mean, I was trying out a load of headphones at several shops, and they were by far the best. And if you ever wanting to check out headphones, then I recommend listening to Get High by Oliverse. That is like unbelievable bass and incredible high frequency resonance and all of that. So, okay, Berserk, Warcry. Excuse me whilst I delve into some tunage for a moment. I like this introduction. Quite intergalactic feeling. Quite spacey. Whips are completely fine for the review. I mean, whips are almost better because they're works in progress and they can be worked on. How have I been? I've been very good, my man. Thank you, Mr. Punji. Good to see you. I know your name's Jason, mate. I know you're talking to him. This is good. This is nice. I like it. Play the songs out loud. All right. All right. I'll play them out loud. You want me to play them out loud? They won't be on speakers though, because unfortunately I live in a flat. So, and below me is an Italian family of 4 with 2 children. So, not the best to. I'll just call Jason Punji, and that'll be that. Hello? Someone just came into my house. Blah, 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 blah. I will be Mr. Mimi. I've got a sheep hoodie because I'm a legend. Berserk. War Cry. I've already heard the intro, so what I'm going to do is just check that someone hasn't broke into my house. It's calm, it's just my stepdad. I very much like bass line. I like it. Light bass all the way. Can you guys hear the tune, by the way? It's good. Ooh. It's taking a lot of musical turns, this track. Very triumphant. I didn't hear anyone else go this deep into the introduction bit. So I'm about to blast me. Oh. There's a lot of good sounds. Yeah, I get that the audio quality is poor. Yeah, and it can't be fixed. Some great sounds on show here. I think you need to run with one idea more than just going off in too many directions, personally. And the mix downs need to be a bit fuller. Oh! This is from Mr. Warcry. Coolly Speedy. Ooh, yeah, good. That's decent. I like it. I really like that progression. It's got a nice, like, riveting kind of, I don't know, like vehicle engine feel to it, if that makes sense. Like, it's just like really chugging along and It's good stuff. Yeah, I think the main thing to focus on is the mix downs, because they were quite. There wasn't. It just kind of dipped into it without enough kind of distinction between the build and the drop, if that makes sense. But I mean, the sounds are great. As I said, yeah, kind of try and stick in the drops. Try and stick with one particular idea as opposed to just doing everything. That's a nice dreamy midsection as well. It's definitely the longest Berserk remix I've heard. It's nice, I like it. Starting out, it just has this sorry, kind of dipped out there for a second. Yeah, just make sure you work on all of the sounds being at the same sort of level and pitch. Some of them have been dipping in and out and stuff, which obviously you don't want. But overall, I like that track. A lot of good ideas there, a lot of good sounds. Good stuff. Warcry, I will look out for your stuff in the future. I like it. Voxel, we out here. Voxel, if you could give me the platform and the title of the track, like the platform that it's on, is it YouTube or SoundCloud? Don't give me links, guys, because if I try and open a link, then it cuts the live stream. So yeah, from now on, just send the tracks in. Just give the names and the titles and the Oh, Catfish. If any of you watched the review video I did before. Okay, sick. Yeah, okay. Whip Chronos Voxel. Whip Chronos Voxel. Alrighty. 2 days ago, hot off the press. Let's go. Everyone give Warcry some love for that big banger. Todex Antics, I'd love to hear some bassline. Send it my way. If you guys aren't into night bass and all of that, by the way, then get on it. House is tops. House and bassline. Okay, I'm just going to pause it there quickly. I like the general mood of this introduction, but you need to kind of work a little bit on the relationship between all the different elements going on, because one is right at the forefront and you can hear it. It's quite in your face, and then the others are quite they're just not playing their part as well when that like searing melody kind of comes through. And don't just write a melody for the sake of it. If you're going to write one, then make sure that all of the elements kind of work towards that, as opposed to just having it, lingering over the top. We'll keep playing it. We'll keep going with it. it's a nice idea. It's a nice idea. I like the emotion of it. Again, the same thing kind of stands. Just work on the relationship between all of the ideas and make sure that one isn't too overwhelming. Sheep hoodie on fleek. Shout cloud. Cemetery. That's the next one. Keep them coming in. Ooh. Shout cloud. Cloud. Blah, blah, blah. No links, please, people. Rinny, yay! Rinny. What up, Erin? Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, by the way. I know it's pretty early afternoon for you lot. Hello, fan from Mexico. Oh, that's quite nice. I like that. Tefra Suya. I know I need a Discord. I need someone to make it for me. By the way, I really like the story that's being told in this track. It's got a very nice progressive developmental feel to it. Setting a really nice scene. Ooh. Right, the next two are lined up. Who likes this track? I like this one. There's a nice mix of sounds going on. Oh, yeah. Nice ending as well. Yeah, I mean, again, that was another one where you just need the relationship between elements to just be a little fuller and more well-rounded. But the idea was great. I really liked it. Very nice progression, as I said, and inspired a lot of emotion and really painted a picture in front of me. So yeah, nice one. Got the next ones lined up. We're going to go with Cemetery by Shout Cloud. Shout for the clouds. You know what I'm saying? Rinny and Naughty. Name a better combo. Oh, by the way, just quickly, guys, I'm not just reviewing standard tracks. I'm only reviewing your own tracks that you want me to feed back on. If you want to submit a track, Mr. Ian U, then just type it in, type the title and the artist and what platform it's on. What up, Rinniers? I'm just going to rinse through these questions before I get into the track. Why don't I produce music? I have produced music. I just don't have the time anymore. I'm being Mr. Naughty, of course. Can I send you the link? It's private. Um, I don't know how you could send me it, because I don't really want to give my email away right now. Although it is on my YouTube channel, so um, yeah, just send it. I'll have a think about it. I'll get back to you after I've listened to these 3 tracks. I'll get back to you on that. Get on it, boy. Oh, Jason Pungent Towel wants to make me a what's it called? Discord. That's the one. Give me feedback. One track one track for each guys. Oh, Luke, mate, if you would. Oh yes, I was going to listen to that tomorrow, Luke, but I can listen to it now. Just won't be on as good speakers. Am I at uni? No, I am. I graduated from uni last summer. Uni. What up, Mahia? Keeping away. Yeah, I will. I'm literally. I was just catching up with what everyone was saying, Mr. Jerome. Okay, so I'll set that one up then. Yeah. No. It's coming. I'm gonna rewind it back to the start. Don't worry. Never Say Die Volume 6 mix I haven't listened to yet. Because I want, as usual, as always, I want me listening through the whole album to be a completely fresh experience. I don't want to know what any of it sounds like before I listen to it. Oh, hello, Dad. My dad is Childish Bambino. So Papa Naughty Step is in the building. Hey, son, looks like fun. Yeah, Dad, it is really fun. Cheers, Dad. Before I play this track, guys, first kind of little announcement is that from next year, I'm going to start doing this every other Sunday. And by this, I just mean reviewing and feeding back on your guys' tracks. So yeah, every other Sunday, live stream, just to review tracks. Yeah, so, and if it goes well, if you guys enjoy it, and if it gets enough kind of, people involved, then I will start doing it every week. But for the first month, at least, I will be doing it every other week, for free, obviously. Giving you all some feedback. But now let's tuck in to Cemetery by ShoutCloud. Quiet fans will like this one, I assume. I used to absolutely love heavy metal. To be fair, I still do. Just don't have the time to listen to it. Ooh. It's got hints of Mastodon. I like that. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that. That is savage. That is savage. Um, I think, to be honest, I think the idea is great, and I think there's a really nice awareness running through the track in terms of like developing it when it needs to develop. Um, the sound, the overall sound, could do with a little bit more fleshing out at points, and I think you could work on the snares in particular when the drop first hits. Um, that should make the sound overall a bit more well rounded. But yeah, I like it. I'm going to carry on, give it a bit more of a listen. It's building back up. I like this one. I do. I must say, I do like this one, Mr. Shout Cloud. I'll type the name of this one in. I do listen to drum and bass, Mr. Ridirt. Check my latest monthly roundup, which I released on Tuesday. I reviewed 3 or 4 drum and bass EPs. Good stuff. Savage! Woo! Oh my god, go on then. Oh, I'm gonna wake up the neighbors, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude, this one's a bit of a bangooski, mate. Bit of a bangooski. I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a general tidying up thing with that tune, I think. Just yeah, a little bit of tidying up, a little bit of refining some of the sounds so that they're not as scratchy, a little bit more alive. And obviously, you've got a direct reference with a song like that. You can just look at someone like Mastodon or even Odd Prophet, maybe Quiet as well. There's quite a few influences being drawn there. And yeah, I think with a little bit more tidying up, that's a bloody good track. Good ideas. Sweet. Well, my thoughts about Rhythm and how well it did in 2018. I feel like I'm gonna wait to answer that video, that question. Sorry, because I'm gonna do it I'm gonna make a video on Rhythm at some point. Okay. Okay. So that's that one. Next we have Suya by Tefra, Mr. Pungent Towel. I'm just gonna go through these comments quickly. Blah 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 blah. Something I'd like to know from. Actually, no, I'm not going to ask that now. I'm not going to ask that now. Track name, please. My Spotify rewind hasn't come through yet, which is quite annoying. Yeah, don't know why. But to be honest, I think it'll be the same as last year in that it won't it won't be anything really to go of because I just use SoundCloud mostly. I use Spotify a lot, but SoundCloud even more. Um, blah blah blah. Some Culprit has some bangers in that EP. Bangooski with double O, my friend, like this. The number one tune is Duke Camp. You are not wrong. Honestly, on that video, on that Duke Camp video, no one is yet to tell me that I'm outright wrong, or suggest, or have a lot of reasons for another track being the best of the modern dubstep era. I'd like to hear it. Still open to everyone's suggestions. You sent your track through though, didn't you, Mr. Todek? Yeah, I'll listen to that afterwards. Okay, I've caught up with them comments. Now let's go for Tefra. Hey, Casto! Punchy. Not pungy, but punchy. I like it. Ooh, yeah, that. A little bit more fleshing out, just a couple little things more added would make this brilliant.
So no matter what I do,
hey Max.
Hooray for me because I'm a great guy. It's all good. No matter how many dogs I kill, I just want to do an inventory.
Oh, you love a little Breaking Bad sample.
I mean, you back your truck over your own kid and you like it, Seth? I made you my bitch.
I think some very good sounds here again. I really like the clarity of everything that's available. You can really hear like the sharpness of every sound, and I think that works really well for it. Just there needs to be a bit more feeling and a bit more melody infused into the drop itself, I think. So at the moment, what you've got here is a drop that is just simply a drop. It doesn't have a lot of it doesn't have something kind of elevating it, if that makes sense. The sounds, as I said, are good, and there is a lot of clarity and definition to them, which is a great part of it. Like, it sounds like it's really immaculately put together. But yeah, a little bit more depth in terms of the feeling and kind of musicality of it, I think, would elevate it to new levels. But it's good. I like it. It's a nice listen because of how clean and, you know, crisp all the sounds are. Okay. Alien Invasion, Axel Williams. Like this, quite circus-like.
What a load of crap, Jesse. I know you're in. You know what? Why I'm here in the first place is to sell you meth. You're nothing to me but customers. You okay with that?
Nice, very nice. I like the incorporation of the vocal sample in that build again. It was good. Good stuff. Again, just needs that little bit of feeling and flavour to it, just to prop it up a little bit more. But genuinely, I think the energy of it's fantastic. I think the articulation of all the sounds, as I said, is really good. Just needs a little bit more spice to sort of coat it. Other than that, I'm liking the melody a lot as well. Good stuff. Nice ending too. Ending was very calm. Oi, 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 oi. An appropriate ending. I like that. So there's this fat spider. It's just been chilling in my room for like a few months. Just chills there. Pretty sure it's a female because it's massive, and I don't know if it's laying eggs in my room or what or not. So just keep that there. Punyaso I've seen on the Drop It Network label, but apart from that, I can't even remember what I thought of the tune, to be honest, which means I probably didn't enjoy it that much. But I also thought it was a meme, but then I saw that track, and there are several other from him or her or them. Kulu Speedy, mate. If you listen to tunes and it makes you want to produce, then just go out and do it. Yeah, Jason, Pungent Towel, you're onto good things, man. I look forward to how you're gonna progress with your production, because I mean, if you've just been doing it for a few months, it's a very, very, very good start. What have you been? How have you been learning how to produce out of interest, through tutorials or people helping you, or? Normally, I don't rhythm. I vibes with that. Yeah. I will load up Lastronica Dogma. Cool. I'll check out the rest of the EP. My dad says I need to give the spider a name. Okay, you guys have to name the spider, and it has to be. It can be any name, any name, but you guys have to name the spider that's been in my room for months and months. That's trying to Dogma. What up, Chris? Much love, Christine. Hope you're well. Love you all. Dobby Mamadou, if you could tell me what the name of the track is and the name of the artist and what platform it's on. Is it on SoundCloud? Is it on YouTube? Wherever goes, my man. Bare people working on EPs, you know. That's cool, man. Keep going. Keep asking for advice, you know. To all of you that are producing, don't feel don't feel bad about asking people for help. because, you know, 9.5 times out of 10, they're very willing to give honest advice and help and guidance. Nigel Naughty. Jeff. I like Nigel Naughty. Elizabeth. Ooh, that seems like quite an apt name for a spider. Oh, sorry, Mr. Dobby. I'm only reviewing tracks from actual people and giving feedback. Hello, bitch lasagna. Can't call a female spider Jeff. Oh dear. Cool guys. I think we're going to go into the next tune now. The Toadek remix of Whirlwind by Chime. Big up Harvey. And then after that, we've got the Axel remix, and then after that, we've got the track Fortify by Zig, and then Dogma by Lastronica. So first off, Toadek. Ooh, yeah. Yo, if you like making music like this, then you should listen to some Passion Pit. Me, I completely agree. It's difficult reviewing stuff as well, you know. This is very pretty. I like it. Oh, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. Euphoric. I don't know. I don't think it does. I think it's good. Oh. Oi. That's good. That is good. Oi. I will check it out, Mr. Pavel. It's catchy, you know. I like that. At points, there was a bit of distortion in terms of like where the sounds were placed and stuff. But the general energy is great. I really like the idea. I think it picked up with that those underlying, metallic sounds, because initially it could have done with a bit more fleshing out and kind of fattening, if you will. But yeah, I like this idea. Let's keep listening. See, people think this is bass house, but in the UK, this is called bass line. You see everyone in a club to this music being like, and then when it drops, they're like, baseline, my boy. Caval, your track is lined up. Get High by Ian. What platform is it on, Ianu? What platform is it? Nice. See, those are the ones. Those that. Fuck's going on? What's that playing for? Alright, stop. Yeah, those ones that come in are better because the other ones are a little bit jarring. I don't know if you were. Oh, you scrapped it. Okay, so fair enough. You scrapped it. I think so. I think it's a good track. You know, there's a lot going for it. Yeah, see those ones definitely steal the show in my opinion. Because the other ones are a little bit grating, a little bit off within the context of their respective general idea. Love it. Yeah, it just needs more like more like awareness on the positioning of the sounds there, and like just a bit of tidying up in terms of when they will come in. But generally, banging that. I like it. I like it. Good ideas. Just needs a little bit of refining. Yeah, Jason has said the noise needs to be balanced, and I think I could vibes with that. Got it stuck in my head now. Jason, which track was yours, mate? Jason Dike. Oh, producer Jason 123. Okay, cool. 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6. What's it on, Jason? Yeah, sorry. About the distinguishing between Jasons there. Okay. Has it got a funny picture of a snake on it? I found your track, Mr. Oh, no, I haven't. It was Get High, wasn't it, Ianu? I'm not gonna lie. I've searched for it and it's not it's not coming up. Oh, there we go. I had to scroll a fair bit. Next we have, okay, that's done. Next we have the Axel remix of Alien Invasion.
In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require keeping shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are safe by just enough to absorb radiation. The point is to decide if the temperature of the fallout particles is better. After radiological.
You know what I already like about this already is that it's not getting to the, I think with an impact track like this, and when I say impact track I mean like a song that has like quite quick transitions between stuff, but it's actually taking its time very well in terms of the length of each individual section, and I really like that. Call me out again.
Alien invasion.
Love the energy of that, and there's a lot going on though, almost too much. I think just stick in terms of going forward with that one. Just stick with one idea and build on that progressively as it goes along, as opposed to just like throwing sounds into the mix. I think the drums before the drop, you could have maybe halved that and gone into the drop quicker from the build. Excuse me. And yeah, the delay before the drop with the vocal sample was cool. But yeah, just a bit of cleaning up generally. Hey, Prophet, how you doing, my friend? Oh, normally with a whip you have like a little fade out, but that one just went interesting. Yeah, good. I think there's a lot of encouragement with that track. Just keep working at it, keep chipping away. Simplicity, I think, is key. So, you know, if you find yourself stuck or lacking inspiration at some point, then just think about taking stuff away and then rebuilding again from a base level, and that'll be a very top remix in my opinion. Yeah, just keep going with it, keep chipping away. I don't think that's Odd Profit. I do know Toby though, so I mean I wouldn't be massively surprised if he just popped up on here. What else? I really wonder how many remixes Mr. Moonboy has got for his competition, because oh my gosh, It's probably in the tens of thousands. And like, I just I just don't think he's gonna be able to listen to all of them. So keep plugging what you're doing, guys. I mean, if you try and plug it at least once a day, um, in the lead up to the competition closing, because otherwise he might not see it. Like, I listen to tens of thousands of tracks a year, but you cannot listen to that many in 1 week or even a month, you know? So just keep pushing them out there in whatever way you can. Zig with Fortifier. Let's go. Ooh, nice. I have done Mr. Cavill. It's coming up soon. All good, man. I like this shit. I like it. It's a really good idea. I think the intro is also a very good idea. Little bit of work needs done on it. Well, you've probably finished it already because it's a fully uploaded track. But for future, I think make your intro a little bit simpler, and like be aware of the timing of everything and how long each little section within the introduction is going for, because you want to move with it and you want to know when that drop and build is coming. You don't really want it to be too unexpected. And in this intro, some of the parts of it kind of overstay their welcome a little bit. The drop is very, very riveting. I like it. I like the articulation of the sounds, and it's not like huge, but it's really in your face still in a good way. Similar to Punji's track, actually, just a really nice clarity to a lot of the sounds on show here. So yeah, I mean, you've got that to a T. Just a little bit of refining on the general ideas going on here. But yeah, good stuff. Prophet, if you have a track, then just tell me the title of it. See, it should just go there, and then just cut it off and go to the drop. I like that. Not only do I like the clarity of it and the kind of articulation of everything, but the journey that these notes go on is great. Like they're kind of following after each other in a really nice way, and it's kind of doing what you want it to do. which is awesome. That's what you kind of want in a track. So good stuff. More of the same. Gonna wind to the outro. Sweet outro. Basic! My man. Everyone give a very warm welcome to Xavier, aka Basic. And tell him how much you love him. Tell him how much you love him. I kind of agree with Lastronica though on that track. There needs to be a bit of bit more sub, bit more weightiness, a bit more gravitas to the drop. But I like that track. Good stuff. Pretty decent. We're on to the Lastronica track now. This is something I am quite interested in actually. Is to what would you guys think if Datsik came back tomorrow? What would your opinions be on that? If he just went, I don't care about everything that happened. I'm just gonna start producing again with no kind of warning, and you just came straight back in and dropped an EP tomorrow. What would you do? How would you feel? Yeah, I mean, Xavier, mate, if you want any feedback on a track, I'm happy to give it. I'm reviewing people's tracks. Okay, interesting. Oh, good question. I have you on Facebook, don't I? So, Xavier, if you're able to just drop me a message on Facebook, little messenger, get on that. The thing is, yeah, we don't know anything. We don't know anything about this situation. We can't pretend to know anything. But you have to trust that no one would make those stories up. You don't just make those things up. Oh, we have an ID from Mr. Basic. You guys aren't ready for that. It's in the queue. Honestly, I think he is producing for someone else already. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he is producing under another alias already. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that he what's up, Tom Apply? the fact that he didn't really give a very substantial apology as well kind of speaks volumes. Um, yeah, it's very true. People do. Unfortunately, there's no Discord. There will be soon, though. Hopefully, um, definitely people do make things up, but I don't know. We're kind of it's difficult territory. Okay, yeah, I suppose, but he's got advisors around him, you know. Um, Jason, I'll just your song's coming soon, mate. I'll put yours first, seeing as you're here right now, and then we'll go to the Lastronica after that.
You know what, kid? You've convinced me. I'll help you with this, and in return, you can help me with something I've been working on.
Oh. Um, I think that bit could have been longer. That kind of breakout, that opening up of the track. The intro for me is a bit too long. Again, I like the kind of sprightliness of it, the brightness of it generally. It just needs a few. The space needs to be filled a bit more. You need a few more things going on there to kind of give it more of a dynamic feel and approach. Um, because it's just doing too similar of a thing for a long time, and yeah, it just needs more dynamism to it. But keep carrying on listening.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
I actually quite like the delivery of these sounds here, but yeah, they just need again, similar to the introduction, it just needs a bit more going on, a bit more to take the kind of attention of the listener in different directions, if you will. And it's I don't blame you for kind of running with this idea, because a lot of dubstep that's popular today kind of works in that way, kind of repeating the same thing again and again. But yeah, I think this track deserves, more kind of things firing off in all cylinders, and I think, you can do that. And you can take you've uploaded it, fair enough. But for future reference, if you have a track similar to this one, then you can work on it. You can work, kind of just have more ideas popping off. Just keep listening. Yeah, I mean, I think I like the general feel and the energy of it. It just needs a bit more. It just needs work generally on, you know, the kind of distinguishing between different sounds, sections, and yeah, I think there's a good like foundation there from which to work. Um, these things, they come with time. It's all good. Let's see if this works. But yeah, keep going with it, man. As I said, good foundation there. Just got to keep working at it. That's the business. Okay, Lastronica, Dogma. Nice. I could have had that yoi be a bit more like a bit of yeah, someone's got to screenshot that and make a meme out of it. Yoi, like yeah, it's good so far. I like the general feel of it. Nice atmosphere, nice pace to it. Let's keep going. That transition into the drop was great. I really like the kind of dipping down and coming back up. That was awesome. The drop for me needs a little bit more going on, a little bit more space being filled. But again, the sounds are good. And yeah, just gonna give it a bit more of a listen. Hey, all these sounds are so good. The sounds are great. They just need a little bit more, like, you know, they just need a little bit more. I think it might be the mix down element of it, like the kind of transitioning into the drops. But bloody hell, the sounds are great. Yeah, they just need a bit more heightening, and HD. Okay, you probably all know. Well, you might not know, but I like to use the word or the term HDified. If you HDify something, obviously it doesn't make sense, but it's not an actual term or an actual word. But we'll run with it. See that little playing between all the sounds is sick. Good transition there, like that. Again, I was saying this about another track earlier, but it does this thing where it might have been how it was mastered or something. I'm not sure, but it kind of dips sometimes. The sound kind of dips. It like becomes a little bit muffled for a second, then comes back up, and I don't know what happens when that happens. But yeah, I've heard it. I heard it in quite a few tracks. But yeah, you just want to make sure that like the kind of intensity is kind of maintained throughout the track. Difficult thing, I know, getting all these little things on point, but that's what makes the good great, you know. Well, I mean, it's funny you say that, Todek, because you know Firepower still have Jarvis on their roster, and this is quite similar to some recent Jarvis stuff. So yeah, I mean, Lastronica, if you're working on it on this kind of style and you know how to contact Firepower, then you can at least try. Might as well. Just work on it, man. Watch some tutorials, you'll get better. Just work at it. Disinity, just tell me the name of the track and the artist and what platform it's on. So whether it's on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. Ooh. Good shit. Good shit. Mate, I'm sorry. I enjoy that a lot. I enjoy that quite a bit. Work needs done on it a little bit, but you know, fucking decent stuff, man. Keep going with it. Mastering is very important. Not easy though, as you say. Xavier, in terms of big naughty step plans for next year, last couple of days I actually wrote quite a fat list of stuff that I want to do for next year. And if I do all of these things, then I'll be quite astounded. But they might not all get done, but I will try my very best to get as many of them done as possible. Yeah, including merch, guys, which will be coming soon in a big grand way. Keep your eyes peeled for that. There's a lot that needs to be done for me to distribute it and get it as in the exact way I want it to, and I want the clothes to be of good quality for you guys. So you know, I released the first that kind of prototype, which I posted on social media. But then from then until now, I've just been wanting to kind of make the quality of the merch better. But yeah, it'll be coming soon. It'll be coming soon. Okay. I'm going for another half an hour, by the way, guys. So yeah. By the way, for those of you that don't know already as well, Saturday's video is going to be my last video for a week because I'm preparing for the yearly favorites videos. So we've got a remix video, we've got a albums video, we've got a singles video, and an EPs video. Very exciting, and these videos will be huge and will require a lot of work. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of time to make them and construct them as best I can. I will be reviewing Never Say Die Volume 6 the following Saturday, of course. But then the week after that, there'll just be 4 yearly favorites videos. You will survive, I promise. All good. What's exhaustingly fun and nitpicky, mister? You'll be grateful. Whirlwind, Caval. I wonder where the accent is on that one, but Whirlwind Caval remix. Whirlwind Kebab remix. Fuck yeah, this is good.
You gotta get caught up in my whirlwind.
Fuck yeah! Wow! Shit, me! Fucking hell! There's so many sick little moments there. Fuck. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can give much feedback on that. Maybe more be talking about the little moments of brilliance in it. Fucking epic intro. Drop like has you like that. You're constantly guessing where it's gonna go, but it just goes in the right directions. Like fuck, man. Was this one? This one wasn't picked for the actual final EP, was it? It's fucking sick. Okay, that bit is a little bit messier, but I mean, it's not saying too much wrong with it. You know, it's just a little bit stodgier, a little bit more going on, if you will. Yeah. Tom reply, in terms of speakers, for this I'm literally just using my computer because if I used I have Rocket 5s, and if I use them, then the neighbors would get a bit pissed off. I feel you. Oh! Oh shit! Fucking lovely articulation to everything there, very intricate. Oh, he did it! He did it! I thought because I was gonna say on those first two ones that dipped, I was gonna be like, oh, I would have loved if it went bear, bear, but then fucking just did it. Just did it. Goes down. Oh, oh my god. It's speeding up. Fucking hell. Bro, how long have you been producing for? What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, me, but there's no bass to it. It's coming out my computer. So if there was bass, it would go through my desk, but it isn't. So yeah, okay. Let's just finish with a little bit of drum and bass. Why not, mate? That's mad. 3 years, mate. Why didn't he not? Why didn't he bloody pick that one? I might have to have a word with Harvey about that. Oh yeah, the snare. Fucking, that was very good. I like that shit. I mean, I'm struggling to find like a lot of like concrete things to improve on with that one, but like solid track, nice transitioning, nice switch ups in pace and genre as well. Yeah, it was just the only bit for me was the kind of the progression to the first drop didn't quite grip me as much as the bit before that. It was a bit muddier, as I said. But overall, so much to that one. A lot to it. I'm feeling that. Feeling that, fam. Oosh. Okay. Ianu, get high. This is quite interesting. I need to be honest, I'm not entirely sure that the vocal fits with the general mood of the beat. I think individually they both work. It's something that's not quite grooving me with it. Not quite blending the chemistry. I don't know. It's not quite. Oh, wrong one.
Power on.
Quite like the drop though. I like the swampiness of that. I mean, I think with a lot of dubstep they try to do that kind of that style and aesthetic. Sorry. where it's like the more honing in on the more swampy sounds and making it quite a muddy, contorted kind of style. But I think this one does that quite well. Like it really goes for it and like hones in on those sounds and just churns them out. Really, pretty full throttle and insistent delivery. I like it. Gonna keep listening. That was. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, that one was a little more grating as a progression. I like it. I did like it, but it could have had a little bit more going on, I think. But yeah, let's keep listening. What up, Noah Jacobs? How you doing, my man? Interesting development. I like it. Yo, Cole, what up? I think you need to stick with a particular idea more, and just run with that and kind of develop it as opposed to going off in too many directions. You'll see with the one I reviewed just before this, the Cavill remix. It was like it had a very it had a lot going on, but it was simple in the sense that you kind of knew what was going on, you knew what was coming, apart from the surprise at the end, which is what you want. You know, you want to do something like that right at the end as a pretty organic development, and not something that just comes out of nowhere, if that makes sense. But I mean, generally, I think the sound you've got the sounds pretty good, a good selection of sounds. And I can see the feel you're going for with the track. Just needs a little bit more composure in handling and managing the particular sections, as I said, and yeah, wind it on a little bit. Yeah, I think simplicity is key, man. For future reference, when you think that you might be adding in too many things potentially, then just think about taking stuff away instead and see how that changes the track overall. But yeah, keep going. On to a winner if you keep going. Now we got my boy Luke Bates remix of Bandu. Lego. Yeet! Luke knows what's up, man. I like this. I like this shit.
Nah, fuck that.
Oh, that is savage. What I like about this one is like kind of, you know, what I was saying with the one before, um, that I think could have been worked on. It's just knowing exactly when to bring in those little moments that just take it to another level, like little snippets, you know, and knowing when exactly to put those ones in. They, you know, they can be ill managed and come out of nowhere, but with this one, it's just got that nice alertness to it, you know. Jason, mate, I've already listened to a track of yours. I'm listening to other people's that sent me first. Luke, something I'm very interested in with this song. How long did it take you to make it? Jason, mate, don't have any of that. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Hang on. Has Triple got an album coming out? Basic. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I got 15 minutes, guys, and then I'm going to call it. So I'm gonna get through these tracks. All right. Okay. Fair. And then slap the vocals and shit in from Bando. Okay, cool. That sounds good, man. Thank you, Caval. I'll see you soon, mate. I'm a bootleg iDubbbz. All right. So yeah. Oh, that's sick, mate. Big ups. Big ups. Let's hear a little bit more of it, and then I'll have to move on to the other stuff.
Now fuck that.
Nice. Very screechy. Screechy dubbies.
Now fuck that.
Mr. Noah Jacobs, I'm afraid I am not. I'm only reviewing your guys' tracks, not just standard tracks, so I can give feedback. Okay, who wants to hear a basic ID? Not basic. Biology is calling you. Do you need a shit, mate? Go and have a fat shit. No, no, Luke. I fully plan to listen to the whole Bando remix package. Of course, I can't. I've got to listen to everything, man. Got to listen to everything. Got to be on top of it all, fam. Have a good shit, my friend. Here we go.
Do you stand in awe of my creations? Do you feel the fears well inside that filling filthy bag? My boys and blankets will be free.
Spooky, for sure. Those fucking laser sounds, man. Fuck. Mate, this is something I haven't mentioned before, but those drums, those staple drums from you, mate, fuck. They're decent. The do 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 do, like the fullness of them, the girth of them, if you would. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn it down slightly because of. Okay, one thing you can learn from Xavier, right, is just his kind of awareness of timing and space. So you'll notice that with quite a few of his tunes, he there's like a bit of a stuttered feel to it, but the flow of it is still really evident, which is crazy to think. But basically, yeah, he gets away with at points having quite a like that, like a stuttered flow. But the flow of it is still like you're still bopping to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's all down to timing and kind of understanding the relationship between sounds. So if you're listening, then listen closely.
Allow this to happen.
Oh! Oh yeah, I saw about Bear Noise on Twitter. It's not good. It's not good. Fuck yeah, listen to that.
My creation is evolving. Join our little rebellion.
I mean, there you have it, guys. An exclusive on the Naughty Step channel. Oof. Go on then. Okay, we've got 2 more tracks in the last 10 minutes. Yeah. I got the Mansa one lined up. Mansa one is lined up. But first we have the System of Chaos and Decay clip, Mere Blocks.
Yo, this is Chandra, and you're locked into Decay, System of Chaos. Don't rip this tune, boys.
That's good.
You got a boyfriend, I bet it doesn't kiss ya. You gon' find another girl and he won't miss ya. He gon' stand and hit them down like Wiz Khalifa. You play with them balls like it's
Monsters!
Jeez. Okay, that drop, I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed that introduction. I actually found it quite funny. It had a nice kind of comical allure to it. The drop does kind of come out of nowhere for me. Needs a bit more of a break before the drop potentially. And the sounds in the drop are quite grating. So yeah, just work on the refining of them a little bit. But the general force of it and the kind of pounding, rhythmy nature of it is good stuff.
DJ, come with a tune.
And there we have it for that clip. Yeah, I think just work on the refining of those sounds and go from there for sure. Decent last track. And then I would have been on for pretty much 2 hours. Just to say, by the way, guys, Jarvis has some pretty big tunes coming soon. Got a fair bit of stuff to look forward to from him. I think it's going to be a big year for him next year. If you're into your bro step, but here we go. Mansa and Interwoven with Celebrate. You know, this reminds me of Triforce. Barely Alive, Panda Eyes, Virtual Riot. Much love, Luke, mate. Have a sad jerk on us, mate. That main melody could have had a little bit more of a genuine direction to it, I think. Sorry about that. Yeah, just spice it up a tiny bit with the melody. Have a bit more weight behind it potentially. Oh, yeah, I like this. You know why I like this? Because it runs with an idea, and it just has adds little touches every now and then just to spice it up. Good stuff. That reminds me of bum 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 bum. It's a Zomboy remix of fucking Dylan Francis when we were young. In the drop progression to that track when it goes bum 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 bum. That is one of my favorite remixes, man. So thank you for reminding me of that. I like it.
Maybe you shut the fuck up.
Nice, yeah. Some of the sounds are quite blinding, and slightly out of place, and could have done with a little bit more reining in, perhaps. But I think the general ideas here are great. Yeah, some really good stuff here. Yeah, I mean, it's the kind of track where I could like nitpick and go, work on this a little bit more, or have a few tweaks here and there. But I think the general great feeling of this, the general great idea, sort of overwhelms that, overrides that idea, and yeah, I think that's a good track, song to be proud of. Good one, big ups. Mansa and Interwoven, check them out, guys. I think I'm gonna I think I might leave it at that, people. In terms of Rampage, I might be going. I'm not entirely sure yet. Depends if I get the money together in time. Afraid not. But as I said, guys, I will be doing this every other Sunday from next year. So there'll be ample opportunity for you guys to get your tracks to me and for me to review them and feedback on them. So yeah, I think that's that for now. If you guys are up for that whole reviewing thing on a regular basis, then let me know, and I will do it every week instead of every other week. Just want to see how much kind of traction it gets and how many people get involved and the extent to which people think it's a good idea and stuff. So yeah, big ups. And if not before, I shall see you on Saturday for my Cohen Sound album review. Cohen Sound's new album drops tomorrow. They've been away for a few years, but I'm very excited to hear this project. And You'll get my thoughts on that on Saturday. And then a week of relative silence before the Never Say Die Volume 6 review. And then all the yearly favourite stuff to look forward to. So have all of your opinions at the ready. What you think about my list, which tracks you think were the best of the year. And yeah, big ups to all of you. Much love. Keep it naughty, as always, and I shall see all of you legends in the next one. Love you all. Peace out.